Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have an old friend in studio. It's Dawn Hershik. She's the Managing Director with Supporting Strategies. Welcome, Dawn.
Thanks, Liz. It's good to be here.
It's good to see you again. So tell me, why should a company hire Supporting Strategies?
A company should think about hiring Supporting Strategies because we can really help them bring order to chaos when it comes to their accounting functions. We handle tasks like paying the bills, sending out invoices, reconciling their accounts, making sure that they really understand the numbers in their business so they can make intelligent business decisions.
Because most of us, if we were honest with you, don't come into doing a business because we want to do the books.
Correct.
We want to do whatever we're doing, whether
That's
it be
right.
television or selling something.
Yes, but it's really an important piece of running a business. Whether you're doing it or you outsource it or you have somebody doing it, you really need to understand the money coming in, the money going out, making sure that you're paying your bills on time because that can affect your credit and other things. So it's really a much more important piece than a lot of people want to give it credit for.
Oh, you bet. You're right. So what should a client expect when they come to work with you?
The first thing we do is assign a team of 2 people to the client. They're dedicated people. One is an associate doing most of the day-to-day work. They're the primary contact for the client. And we also have a manager who is there to consult with the associate and or the business owner, kind of overseeing what the associate is doing. And the other piece of that is it really is a nice fit because nothing is sitting in somebody's inbox. We assign each client a specific email address which is shared among the team. So somebody sees the email come through and if action needs to be taken, somebody handles it. So there's nothing sitting not getting addressed.
Is that a little bit unusual? Do most other firms in your space only give you one person? Is 2 people a little bit different?
It is a little bit different, which makes it nice for our clients because the other thing that it does, because the manager is familiar enough with the account, if the associate goes on vacation or they're called away unexpectedly, the manager can step in and keep things going. So, for instance, if payroll needs to be run, that's a pretty important piece for any business owner.
Absolutely.
So we make sure that somebody is available to get that handled for the business owner.
That's fun. It's nice to have 2. It's nice to have a team other than just you. And sometimes I think it's nice to have somebody that's outside of your business to look at your books.
Yes.
It gives a little bit of a fresh perspective.
Yes, that's the other thing about a team of 2 is there's always 2 sets of eyes on the books so that if anything looks a little off, one of the other people can address it and come to the manager or talk to the business owner about it.
Now you're virtual.
Yes.
And so tell me, what does that mean and how does that work?
Sure. So there are 2 really important pieces when you want to deliver good virtual accounting services. One is having a great technology platform, and the other is having a great team of people to provide those services. So we use best-in-breed technology platforms, secure web-based platforms. We're always looking to see what's better for the client. And then we have a great team of people who are experienced in the accounting field to provide those services. We're documenting what we're doing with each client, so we're setting up great processes for them to follow. Even if a time comes where we're now no longer working with them, they have a good procedure set up for themselves.
So I would think that being virtual or being digitally accounting is really helpful for the business because you're able to really roll a report off or look at things. But I also think that it might take a business a while to get truly virtual.
Yeah, so one of the things that we do whenever we bring on a new client is the first thing we do is set up a kickoff call with them. And that's to introduce them to the team and set up expectations, what they expect us to do, what we'll need from them in order to do those tasks. And we talk about the onboarding process, which is about a 4 to 6 week period. And that's the time when we're digging in to learn how their business operates and to help them figure out ways to do things more efficiently. And that's where the technology might come in. If they're still handwriting checks, we can introduce them to alternatives on how to do that much more efficiently and just find more time in the day to get things done for us and for them.
So if someone may not be virtual in their own office yet,
yes, we can help them with those processes.
That's right. Well, because I do think, as much as we are, really moving towards technology, there still is just a tremendous amount of paper.
There is, and a lot of business owners, because they've been doing it a certain way for years and years, have trouble understanding how they can move that to being virtual. Some people think that they need somebody on site, but it really is a much more efficient way of providing the services to them. Sometimes the traditional bookkeeper who's sitting on site at a desk may or may not have work to do, so the business owner is paying them to sit behind a desk. With us, they're only paying us when we're doing work for them. So again, it's much more efficient, it's more cost effective for the business owner, and they don't have to worry about what their person is doing if there's no work to be done.
And on average, how often does a client interact with the team during a month?
Yeah, it depends on how much we're doing for the client, how involved they want to be. I mean, we have teams that are talking to the client daily. If that's what they want. Some clients really don't want to talk to us very much. And that, again, is part of our onboarding. We try to find out, okay, how often do you want to interact with us? What's the best way for us to communicate with you? Because we think that's really important. We always want to be responsive. At the same time, we sometimes need to get information from the client. So we like to have a two-way street. We like to think that we're part of their overall team,
right? Whether
we're in-house or outsourced like we are.
Right, well, and I think that's what we want from an outsourced service like yours, is we want you to be outside, but we also want you to feel inside at the same time.
Yes, that's correct, yes.
So it makes it a little tough for you.
Yeah.
What are the three main things you do to help a business owner?
So the three main things that Supporting Strategies helps business owners do is, first of all, find time in their day. And that is so they can spend time doing what's most important to them, whether that's growing their business, going out, getting more sales, more clients, spending time with their family, or in some cases, finding some me time. A lot of people don't do that as much as they should, especially once they've established their business. Now maybe they can take a vacation here or there. And with using Supporting Strategies, they don't have to worry that the payroll's not getting run or the bills aren't going out, things like that. The second thing is we help them know their numbers because, again, it's very important to know the base of what's happening in the business from a numbers standpoint. And again, because of the experience of our team, we can help them kind of interpret what the financials are, the profit and loss statement, the income statement, whatever information they need to make those intelligent business decisions. If they need to hire somebody, should I do a marketing campaign? All of those things that go into running a business. If you don't have money and you don't know if you have the money, you won't be able to do it intelligently. And then the third thing is we help business owners bring order to chaos when it comes to the accounting. You know, most business owners don't get into business to do accounting, but it's really important. So they might start out doing it themselves, but as they get busier and start growing their business, now they don't have time to do it. So it's all just sitting there getting piled up and nothing is getting done. And again, it makes it tough to make intelligent business decisions when that's happening.
Well, I think you guys do a great service for business. Running a business myself, I understand how valuable it is to have a good team on the financial side of the house. So
Thank you.
Thanks for taking a few moments out of your busy schedule to drop by Business Connection. We appreciate what you do.
Thank you.
We're going to be right back with more Business Connection. Stay tuned.